Hey Gemini, this is your reading for January. It's going to be for your sun, moon and rising. Shuffle the cards a couple of times for you. If you don't resonate with this, check back about 6 months or check out your other signs, your moon, your rising, your north node. I always find my readings can go back 6 months or be 6 months in front. Sometimes if I look back on readings, I can go back 6 months. So, right, we'll begin Gemini, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. Someone don't want me getting this reading out because it keeps on cutting out for some reason, but I'm determined, even if I'm here all night doing it. Right, Gemini, this could have something to do with money, a lot of money, like inheritance money or some kind of community money, some kind of money that should have been shared, but 2 people delved into that money. Yeah, like a lot of it. And 3 people in the background were coming in to see. This could have something to do with my Black Widow card. It's also the Star card. It's to do with healing. Somebody poured away 2 cups of love though. And yeah, maybe somebody saw them doing that as well in the background. She's dressed all in black though. Something was done over night time as well. Under the stars. Could have to do with somebody signing something as well. Signing something with a mask on. They cast a shadow when they did that though. Yeah, because he's wearing a mask. You only wear a mask if you don't want to be seen, if you don't want your face to be seen. Didn't want someone to be known. And there's a card of you, Gemini. No, it isn't. It's a devil card. It's to do with, they're sexually tied to each other, but they're tied to the devil. So it could have to do with being sexually karmically tied to somebody. It's also addictions. It's also, yeah, devil behaviour, devilish behaviour. Maybe this was something you're enlightened to. Maybe it was something where you could have been like, he's tied up by one leg, that bird's about to one time drop him in the abyss. He's got his hands behind his back, not a lot I can do about it. He's going to drop down if that bird unties that bit of rope. Like, it's, yeah. It's like your life's in someone else's hands. Someone maybe drops in the abyss. Maybe that's got something to do with a younger earth sign. Could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Someone wearing a mask as well. Someone on a mule as well. This one moves very slowly. He does get there. He does get it done, but he moves very slowly. He's got 3 people in the background as well. And that could be to do, that's the Emperor. He's got 2 watches on his shoulders. He can also see in the future. He can also be a father. Also be a businessman, an entrepreneur. Also be an Aries. You can have it Aries anywhere in your chart as well. But he sees in the future. He knows what's going to happen in the future. Maybe that has something to do with something that was keeping somebody up at night time, something that was stressing somebody out so much they'd wake up having nightmares. Could be to do with children. I see her as a child. There's a shadow cast on that wall though, and that could have something that's keeping you up at night time. Not keeping you up, stressing you out. You're in your head about something. Some of them may have burnt down to a cinder, something that may have burnt, singed 5 people. They've all got slightly affected by it because they've all lost feathers. They've all been burnt by whatever burnt down to the ground. And then we've got the Queen of Wands card, Leo. She's clearing a path coming through, making way. She can be psychic as well, this one, but she's quite mad. She's clearing a path, she's coming through. She may have travelled down a long road as well, and that could have something to do about the past, about memories of the past, memories of love. Couple of love in there. So he's looking a bit, yeah, like, yeah, he's got his head down, looking a bit like glum over the situation. Something about the past love, can be past, like past lives. Maybe someone coming in with an apology from the past. Maybe that has something to do with, well, judgment, the card of judgment. He's blowing a trumpet over the judgment, and it could be to do with a graveyard where 3 people went to a graveyard. Someone dug in a graveyard, but there's judgment on that situation. And then we've got the Chariot card. That's making a decision to move forward. Someone made a decision. Maybe 3 people move forward in a decision. Could be a Cancer involved. Something was done over night time. Someone moved forward there in a situation. And maybe that was because something, that's the Temperance card, that is, it's balance being needed in a situation. Someone being balanced out. She's a dark angel, as I see, but she's trying to make something light, and that may be over something you ought to have recognition and reward from. That's moving forward. Someone move forward on their own to have recognition and reward. Card of Leo as well, yeah. And then we've got the Magician card, but I see him as like the magician, like manifests stuff. But this one, he's tried so hard to manifest it. He's driving himself insane now. He's done so much. It's like tormenting him, I feel. His intuition's not talking to him any longer, and that could be about a High Priestess. This High Priestess, Pisces energy, she's got lots of birds talking to her. There's a lot of her intuition's working. She's being told stuff, but she's still blindfolded at this time. I feel like that blindfold's going to come off in the first quarter moon. That's going to be between the 7th and the 9th. Of February is the first quarter moon, and that could have something to do with sad. Oh no, that's the truth. Someone's going to come in with a message of truth. It's going to be spoken without tact. It's going to be blunt, but it'll be the truth. He's going to come in. His intuition's not talking to him either. His bird's looking the other way. Could be something about the past though. He's looking at the past. I see that as a past, that as a future. And that bird's looking back at the past. So maybe the truth is about the past. Maybe that's about somebody being left out in the cold, somebody being strung up. He's like blindfolded, he's tied up, got a child at his feet crying, and there's 5 people attacking him, and maybe that brought down a tower. Maybe someone got struck out of the sky, or they will. Somebody fell from grace, maybe, because lightning struck. And that could have something to do with, well, that's the Hermit card. Normally he shines a light on a situation. This one's coming downstairs with somebody caged. Maybe there'll be light brought to that situation. Card of Virgo also. And that could have something to do with, that's single energy, somebody being single, somebody having precious bird in their hand. There's lots of mechanics underneath it. There's lots of work, there's lots of things going on. There's 2 people in the background in that situation as well. Yeah. And that could have something to do with a message of truth coming in. Pages bringing messages. There's a message of truth. He's looking into the future as well. So maybe it's something about the future. This message that will come in. That could be even brought in by, well, that's a Strength card. That's something, somebody having to use their mind. Like she can't control that lion's mouth. It's also a card of Leo. Somebody could be trying to keep a Leo's mouth shut. Could feel guided to do that, but yeah, somebody's you can't control a lion's mouth very easily. You have to use your mind power. Maybe somebody's been using their mind power. I don't know. Somebody could feel guided to do that. Something could be very like that. The 8 is the eternity, like something spiritual, really. And maybe that's over somebody sending messages of passion. He don't look very passionate about it anymore, though. Somebody's lost their passion by the looks of him. And maybe that's got something to do with a very sharp ending. Maybe even a third-party situation that's come to an end. It stabs someone straight through the heart, though. Yeah, and that could have been, yeah, messages of love. Messages of passion, not love. That was sent, maybe. And maybe that was even by you, Gemini, or somebody that's put up a good fight. They've been fighting for a long time. He's gone a bit insane in the brain as well, insane in the membrane. His intuition is not talking to him. He's got his sword in the ground now as well. He's like, he's not fighting anymore. He's 44, 40's fight. Yeah. Could also involve a Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn. Somebody who's revealing some money. There's a pregnancy around that situation as well. Could be a mother as well. Could be like the mother of your children involved, or the father of your children. And maybe your intuition's been talking about that. Maybe you've had to keep your guard up for a while about that situation as well. Maybe your intuition's told you to keep your guard up. And maybe that could be over like a family situation, people you live with. I don't see that there's so much in this card. There's more like rituals been going on. Maybe a ritual's gone on in a family situation. There could be a main woman involved in that. Somebody who maybe has pretended they're asleep. They're meditating on a situation, but I don't see that. I don't see it. He's not really asleep. He's got a mask on, so he's fully aware of what's going on around him, even though people may think he's asleep. He's not. He may be ignoring what's going on, or pretending to anyway. And that could be a situation you walked away from. Maybe you walked away, or somebody walked away with a lot of money when they walked away. Two people could have been fighting about that, but one person's now getting a bit nosy. They're looking underneath the moon. They're seeing what's going on. That could be on a family. There's a lot of vultures around that family. There's been light shone on that situation as well. And vultures, yeah, they're attracted to dead things. So maybe that's relevant in some way. But there's a light, that bird shining a light on it. Maybe that's upstairs shining a light on a situation that needed to, where some people have got very stuck. Someone kept going back and trying again and again and again, and ended up getting very stuck. He's got cobwebs all around his arms, can't move his arms, can't move his legs, can't go back, can't go forward. There's 5 people in the background as well. And that could be over, yeah, wish-washy love, like here today, gone tomorrow kind of love. Somebody could be drinking as well, and that someone's wearing a mask and they've got 3 people in the background. And that could be over something you've been waiting for, Gemini, like waiting for your ships to come in. That's a ghost from the past coming in there, and you've been waiting for that ghost from the past. Maybe you've been waiting a long time for the ghost from the past. That could be over illusions and lies underneath the moon. The moon's Cancer, but people look the other way. There was 2 people, because someone could have been hypnotised in that situation, or 2 people could have been, but there was things were spoken about under the moon, illusions and lies, and things that weren't as they should be. And people looked the other way, so things that was illusions and lies that happened, there was people that looked the other way, they turned their eyes to it, and that could have been you, Gemini. That's your card. That's making a choice between 2 lovers. That choice been made there, and that could be to do with a mother, because we've got the that's Empress. That's a mother. It's also, it could be a later stage of pregnancy. Her intuition's talking to her, but that's women's intuition, I would see. But yeah, it could be a card of Libra. Could be a Libra involved as well. Could be over a couple love though that was sent to somebody. A new beginning with love that was had, maybe. And that could involve an Aries. Could be Leo or Sagittarius, but it's normally my card of Aries. He's quite determined. He's a leader as well. But yeah, there's going to be, that's Justice. That's a card of Libra. My crazy clown. He's got his intuition talking to him. He's going to bring in balance in a situation. Something needs balancing out in a situation. Maybe the truth has to be told for that balance to be brought in as well. But that crazy clown's going to bring it in. And that could be a situation where you've been looking back at the past, looking at what you've got, looking at what you've accumulated over the years. Maybe even with a Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. He's got 2 birds there above him, 2 watchers. And maybe you've sent a message to this person, offering them a small token. That's like a small gift. Maybe 8 people involved. There's been lots of messages about this situation. There's a lot of communication going on. 3 main people, but there's a lot of communication. One person's being a bit nosy. And that could be about a blessing, something that should have been a blessing, maybe from somebody abroad. Maybe somebody's coming in disguise. Maybe somebody has to come on an aeroplane to bring in a blessing. And that could involve, yeah, it could involve you, Gemini. But Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that card is. Her intuition's on point. She knows exactly what's going on. She's wearing a mask, she's got her eyes down. She's got religion or something behind her. She's got a golden bird. She comes in peace, though, as I see it. And that could be some very sneaky behaviour. Somebody could have even moved a dead body. That bird's picked some dead body up and he's moving it, taking it somewhere else. But that's theft. It's doing stuff that, you know, sneaky. underhand stuff. But the sun's here, so that means illumination. Something's going to be illuminated, something's going to be seen. Card of Leo. So something could happen in the summertime. Sunflowers there. But yeah, something's going to be illuminated, shown for what's been really going on. And maybe that's something you've been guarded about, something you had to protect. You've got a bird in your hand, you've got money. 2 houses could be relevant because there's 2 houses in the background. And maybe you have been stuck for a while, not making a decision between 2 things. Like she's got a blindfold on, she could take that blindfold off, she could drop them birds. But it's been going on a long time because there's ivy growing all around her feet. Maybe that's got something to do with a new beginning. Maybe someone was squawking at your heels when you went off to have that new beginning. Maybe the Grim Reaper, because he looks a bit like the Grim Reaper to me. Got your knapsack on your back and all that stuff. So off to go and have your new beginning. And maybe that's about a choice that was made. Maybe you made a choice. Maybe that involves a ghost from the past as well. Because he's 7 of Cups is a choice. It's not always a good choice, but it's a choice. And maybe a ghost of the past is coming back about that choice. And maybe that's something you tried to perfect. Like, that isn't real, but he's perfected it. You know, them birds look very real, but they're not real. They're made out of wood. But he's spent a lot of time perfecting that. And maybe that has to do with 3 women, 3 people involved. They know each other, they drink together. They actually look like they could be family to me. And that could be about something very spiritual, a high level of commitment, maybe even a marriage. Somebody was hypnotised about that there. He's my joint smoking hippie person. And maybe something become a burden. Something you had to carry for a long time. Something that somebody was very worried about. That bird on the back's very worried about it. And that could be about the father of your children, because that's the King of Pentacles. Father of your children, or Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Somebody wore a blindfold and turned their back there. And maybe that was over a choice that was made between 2 people or 2 things. A golden bird was chosen. And maybe somebody felt like they blindfolded themselves to a tree for a long time. She ain't got a blindfold on, but she's very, very stuck. And 2 people in the background were squawking in her ears. And maybe that was about the Wheel of Fortune turning. The letter T and R and A and O could be relevant, and L, F and N, and J. But yeah, I feel like someone was guided as well. Someone was looking back at the past, though. Before this Wheel of Fortune turns, Gemini, you may be looking back at the past. Maybe that was over an indifference in love. Something that somebody loved somebody else more than the other person loved them. And maybe somebody was crying over spilt milk about that situation. Maybe somebody had a good old drink about that situation. 5 people may have watched them having a good old drink about that situation. That could be a situation where somebody moved away. Somebody got on their boat and moved away from it. They went to go and find greener grasses. And that could have been about somebody juggling 2 people. 2 people they didn't want to see each other. Somebody's wearing a mask with their head down. So they didn't want those 2 people to even know that they were trying to juggle that situation. That could have been about a very sharp, painful ending. Something where somebody felt like their insides were eaten. Like he's having his insides eaten, but he's alive. So that's a very painful ending. Something's going to end very painfully. And 2 people are really intensely watching that situation where somebody's screaming their head off, where they're feeling that pain. And that could feel like, you know, somebody's being attacked. It's like somebody won't give up a fight. Somebody keeps on going, having to look over your shoulder, having to watch your back all the time, never knowing when them people are going to come and attack you. And that could have been about a new beginning with abundance, but somebody sung about it, somebody spoke about that, somebody said too much about that bird singing, and it was known, maybe. Right, we'll begin. So the first colour, pull these down here. What's going on inside you at this time, Gemini, is the truth. Somebody has that bird on the end of a sword, so the truth's coming in, because that's about the truth being spoken about the truth. That's what's going on in you at the moment. So maybe you're speaking the truth, or someone's speaking the truth to you. But the truth's coming in. What other people are seeing about you at the moment is you're being very generous. Maybe you're being very generous to 3 people. You could have control over those 3 people. Or somebody has control over you, but maybe you have control over those 3 people. Like everything you say and do. Maybe you're giving them money, maybe they're giving you money. I feel like you may be giving them money, but it's 3 people underneath you. 3 people, everything you say, everything you do, they have to do. You're like above them. Got a lot of jewels around you, there's a lot of money maybe involved in the situation. What you're keeping a secret is messages of, yeah, messages of love. Wish-washy love there. Maybe your intuition's talking to you about messages of love, or that's something you're trying to keep a secret for some reason. We'll find out when we clarify. And that you could be keeping it a secret because of a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Somebody who's got a shadow cast in the background. That's the Queen of Cups. So this one, she's very intuitive, very emotional, very loving, caring. But yeah, there's a dark shadow that's cast in the background in that situation. What's on your conscious mind, Gemini, is, well, that's the card. The 2 of Cups is soulmate relationship. There's a lot of cups in this. There's a lot of emotion in this. This is very emotional. Whatever this is very emotional because there's a lot of cups. Maybe the truth is about emotions. Maybe the truth is about your emotions, maybe, Gemini, but it's very emotional. Someone wore a mask in that 2 of Cups relationship, though. And there was 2 people in the background. And that's on your conscious mind at the moment. What's in your heart is death. 2 people are putting their heads in the sand at the moment over this death. It's a card of Scorpio, but it's a death card. It's a death to a situation. It's transformation as well. It's like something has to completely end, so something can transform in a situation. And 2 people have lost their heads, or they're putting their heads in the sand. What's in your soul is ending these cycles. That's the last card in tarot. So that cycle's coming to an end completely. So you can have a new beginning, or cycles have to end so new cycles can begin. Something's coming to an ending, something's finishing, some cycles are being wrapped up. And then the last card is Sagittarius, my player card. So somebody could be being a player in a situation, or there is a player in a situation. Right, we'll clarify these now. Make a little bit of room. So let's have a look what this truth is. Wow, okay. Someone's smile is about to disappear from their face, whatever the truth is, and a few trustworthy friends and one unknown enemy. A Taurus moon could be relevant. Someone's wearing a mask at this time, an illusion, and that could be a big boss. And they've got a whole lot of people involved in this. Scientology could be relevant. Someone's speaking an endless stream of diarrhea, and that could be a Cancer sign. Somebody's a hoax, and you're attached to trash, and now you stay trash. So that P could be relevant. And this person needed time, so they lied about pregnancy. These people are wishing and wanting your death and accident. The letter B could be relevant. And when the door shuts, it's locked, mofo. 4th house, which is Cancer, could be involved. Refocus and step over the shit. It's just dawning on somebody they're going to get busted. But then that's probably why the truth's coming out. Somebody could be burning when they've got, when they're going peeing, so they've got an STD. Right, Gemini, let's find out what this truth is. It's about victory and success in a situation. It's about moving forward victoriously. There's a lot of obstacles and challenges in your way. And maybe that's about memories of love that you need to let go of. Something that you're holding a candle for. Something about love, yeah. And solitude. Maybe you need to take time in solitude to see a situation, maybe. Yeah. Could be about the death card, transformation. There's transformation happening in your life so you can get passion ignited again. Maybe you had to take time to rest and rejuvenate in the situation so you could accelerate forward. Death card. There's a lot. That's 3 cards. The death cards come out 3 times, Gemini, and we're only in the first bit. You're having a major transformation, and something's ending in your life. There's a death in your life. There's an ending in a situation, so something can transform again, and that's the truth, yeah, because that's the victory card. The truth has to come out, has to be spoken. Could be to do with finances. Somebody could be stalking you bad at this time. Libra, Scorpio cusp, Scorpio, Sagittarius cusp, and the Hierophant. Self-knowing. Something could be to do with a monk or a nun. A baby could be involved. And a tribe of warrior women. Something very spiritual. Unrequited love. Move on. North Node. Step out of your comfort zone. Strength, Leo. Pisces and Aries cusp. Spirituality and religion could be relevant. Let's get one of these. Oh. Oh. Wow. We've got Earth. So the frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to the physical plane by showing us beauty of all the aspects of our great mother and revealing the more ethereal, spiritual aspects of our nature. Something's very spiritual. So it's also about a mother, about mothering energy. And mothers are nurturing. Mothers are, you know, bring us forward. Something could be to do with mischief there in the 3rd harvest. Something could have been going on since October, that kind of time. That's like the last harvest. Keep your eyelids open and slight sharp as nails, for there is something trailing behind your tail. So if you're up to mischief, Gemini, someone's hot on your heels with that situation. I'm feeling. Page of Pentacles, that's coming in with an apology, offering someone a small gift. Maybe that's something you've been blindfolding yourself to a truth for a while. Could take that blindfold off. You could easily get past them sorts, but you're choosing not to. And maybe that's about a decision you've made. Maybe somebody wants to move forward in their decision. The Chariot card, card of Cancer. Car may have broken down there. Moving away from a situation. There are 8 cups, that's moving away. That's like going off, going and, yeah, walking away from something. And maybe that's making a decision between 2 things. Maybe you felt guided to do that. And then the High Priestess is your intuition speaking to you. It's walking away from emotions, I see, as well. Somebody walked away from the night time. They left all these emotions still there. And maybe that was about a very painful ending. Something that ended completely. He's got knives all around him. And maybe that has to do with an Aries. Someone who is a leader. Someone who is a leader. Could be in Leo or Sagittarius as well. Something about somebody growing, working on something, growing something. She's growing those flowers. So somebody worked on something, grew something. Yeah. And that could have been about a lot of emotions that were sent up into the heavens. And that could have even involved, like, the Lover's card is a choice between 2, but there's a lot more than 2 there. There's like 4 men and 2 women involved in that. And maybe that's to do with you, Gemini. Maybe you want to keep someone's mouth shut in a situation. She's tying that bird's mouth up as keeping somebody quiet. And wearing a mask when you're doing it as well. And maybe that's on something you had a wish about. Maybe something you ignored as well with the Four of Swords. You ignored a situation. You didn't want to see a situation for what it was. And that could have involved, yeah, the King of Swords. I see him there as a father of 4 children. Shouting. So it could be to do with that. Could be relevant. And maybe even an Aries with the Emperor card. That's a father card as well. Maybe that was over a soulmate relationship with the Two of Cups. Something that was, it's a soulmate relationship. But maybe there was an indifference in love in that situation. Somehow, some way. What have we got? The Six of Pentacles for Gemini. Some sneaky behaviour. So other people are seeing some sneaky behaviour over something where some 3 people are under somebody's control. Somebody's got 3 people under control, but there's some sneaky behaviour. Maybe there's a younger earth sign involved in that situation. Someone who moves very slowly. It could be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. But somebody could be heavily spying online on the situation as well, watching, seeing. Maybe somebody feels like they're being attacked in a situation. And that could be over some money or a new beginning with money. Somebody believes is a blessing. Yeah, tick-tock. Time's ticking on a situation. Somebody hurts themselves for attention. And the 10th house, which is Capricorn energy, the devil energy. Yeah, power, status, all those things. And they thought you didn't know. Jokes on them. What actually is real in the morning, nothing, run. And someone's going to get caught with your sister. And they want to get even, dead or alive. Base chakra, get grounded, Gemini. 8th house, which is Scorpio energy. Sex, death, shared resources, letting go, regeneration, other people's money, sharing, death, rebirth. Pluto, the phoenix, rising from the ashes. Someone's secret is they like the same sex, and the letter A could be relevant. A control freak, and your person's the one doing the black magic doll, and Viagra could be relevant. Well, you chose a fuck up, and life will never be the same again. August could be relevant. Aries ascendant, and someone's a dirty German, that's it. August could be relevant. Gaslighting, and your own family cursed you. So let's go a bit further into this. Generosity, 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, could have something to do with a friendship. Definitely a sharp ending there in a situation. And maybe that was over somebody controlling people or controlling something. Something where somebody felt like it was support. Support maybe even in a commitment. Maybe somebody chose between 2 lovers, but commitment's also your card, Gemini. And then we've got a card of Leo, strength, courage. Maybe you need a lot of courage in a situation, and maybe that has something to do with abundance. The Empress card, Libra. Also could be a later stage of pregnancy. She's very pregnant. And then maybe my one night stand energy. Somebody could have been very passionate. Somebody could have had inspiration over something very passionate. Allowance. So the frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow the universe to become our partner in the wondrous dance of existing and expansion and empowerment, the frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in deep trust that we are connected through the same source. Paranormal activity could be going on in someone's home at this time. The sun, which is fire, male, father, the self. Somebody's going to go to the big house. Someone's going to prison. The letter S could be relevant. A sofa full of fucked up freaks, a side piece, lockjaw, and this person makes people stop trusting you. Sexual tension, listen to your intuitive feelings. A shady ex-friend plotting and planning on you. Indigo. A group of people are plotting to really hurt someone. The letter M could be relevant in that. And now these people are not so happy. It's not so funny anymore. Police are undercover watching a situation. They're at a tea, making a pouty face. Let's get one of these. June could be relevant. And yeah, apportation, which is disappearance, and teleportation, which is appearance. Someone could be appearing and disappearing at the same time. Owl, that's something very spiritual. Someone very psychic, that could be you, Gemini. People could be seeing you as very psychic. Behold, sight. Oh, ancient wonderful, there is magic in the darkest of places, if one dares to open their eyes. Maybe you need to open your eyes at this time. Someone could be trying to poison someone. And also, we've got the cauldron, so bewitching is going on. Somebody could have a cauldron, making up a potion, doing something. You're doing this to your own blood is a really bad idea. Egyptian sun god. That's Ra energy. That's, yeah. Look that up, Gemini. And this matters for some reason. Yeah, somebody could be from abroad or be abroad. And Jupiter could be relevant, Sagittarius energy. That's the Sag, Pisces, expansion, optimism, good fortune, faith, rituals and hope. Someone's cold-hearted and dead. And the sound of the police. Police could be getting involved in a situation, the letter L. And Gemini, the twins, yeah. That's communication. Siblings. Yeah. Mental activity. Gemini is a very mental activity. They think a lot. Right, let's do this secret, these messages of love, Gemini. That your intuition's been talking to you about. Could be to do with a Leo, creativity. Something could have happened in the summer. Something could be very creative. It could also be about father energy. The wisdom. Somebody, you could have gained some wisdom. Could be some wisdom that you're keeping a secret. Could be about some freedom as well. Also be about an Aries. Somebody who is a bit of a chameleon. Somebody needs to take leadership in a situation. And somebody needs to pay attention to what they don't see. Somebody wants to win at all costs. And somebody could be lying about a child. I'm afraid there's no more filter. Somebody could have a doppelganger, the letter Q, the letter N. And magicians, dark wizards, witches. They're all at their fuck shit again. Your magnetism is very powerful. The Pope could be relevant. And this person spoke what was meant for somebody and it got a child. Yeah, let's get some of these, Gemini. Oh. Fire sign energy. Somebody could be smudging at this time. That's a man or a woman, yeah. Could also be a pregnancy in a situation. There's a lot of gossips around that situation. That could be something to do with a child. Maybe somebody has left a situation. Maybe a fire sign went off in their own direction. Maybe you went off with a group of people, Gemini. It could be to do with something anchored, something like a situation. Family could be involved in that situation. Something you're anchored to. Something you can't let go of now. And they're all trying to fuck you up, you know, to take a seat. Capricorn Sun could be relevant, and an Aries could be relevant. Somebody's going to lose a court case, and ecstasy could be relevant, and crystal meth. A player and you know it, Gemini Sun. STD-ridden sex addict on the loose, and the secrets are coming out, going to break your heart. An ex-friend, fucking your ex and lying about it. Damage control is about to take place. Naked pictures could be relevant, and clairvoyance, seeing in the future. Halloween. Yeah, call upon the voices that stir your senses through the night. Cast an unforgiven howl as you stomp your might through the ground. Something could have started in Halloween time. That's October. So this one's, yeah, pyrokinesis, controlling flames. Fire could be relevant. An ex could be relevant. Your ex could be relevant. Not today, thank you. Something happens in the morning and a fake ass apology could be coming in or being sent. Delight. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we evoke in others. And divine masculine. The frequency of divine masculine supports our strong, focused and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. So why have we got the Queen of Cups for Gemini? Could be about a new beginning with love, or could be to do with love. Yeah, something you're very dedicated, or someone's very dedicated to you, but this is why you're keeping it a secret. Could be about a decision you made, and maybe it was something you took action on. Maybe you had to take freedom from the devil, or you wanted to break free from the devil energy, something that made you feel isolated, maybe something you've been very stressed out about with the Nine of Swords, keeping you up at night. You could have been doing some magic, and that could have been about something to do with money and your support. Maybe there was a theft around a situation, something you wanted to celebrate on. And something that you found very testing, something that's very spiritual as well. You need to have integrity in a situation. There's an indifference in love as well. And maybe you need to end some cycles so you can have some success in a situation. Somebody could be dying and a group of bitches will be hating. Scorpio moon. Something's a big setup, and the letter K could be relevant. Take care of your financial needs. Taurus sun. Someone's having black dark thoughts at this time. Someone needs to do cut and cord meditation. February is relevant. And they're evil, you're never meant for this person. Pluto, Scorpio, power, abuse, birth, death, taboo, occult. Someone's marriage is about to get caught, and January could be relevant. Jehovah's Witness, and someone's ill. Different skin colours could be relevant. Hex, curse, return to sender. Somebody could be cursing someone, or at least trying to. And darkness over Gemini. Yeah, it's a waiting game at this time. Your heart chakra could be relevant. South Node, things from the past, Gemini. Could be to do with partnerships and alliances you have that's causing conflict and deceit, yeah, or defeat. Your sacral chakra could be relevant. That could be your childhood wounds, causing you a lot of mental anguish at this time. Before you go off and have a new beginning, maybe you've gone off and had a new beginning. Maybe that's why you're keeping things a secret. What happens when the spell ends, Gemini? December could be relevant. Getting really high for the best. And these people cannot even look you in the face anymore, literally. And yeah, a white witch could be relevant. November. Free yourself. Mouth herpes. The north could be relevant. Third eye chakra. Someone's hidden an electric bug in your house. A mistress could be relevant. And friction. And someone's trying to drug you. Beware. Get one more on that, and then we'll move into what's on your conscious mind. Yeah, something's causing you anxiety at this time, causing you a lot of stress, a lot of worry, and that could be to do with a pagan book of spells. Spell work could be getting done. That could be about pushing dark clouds over from the light. You've been given some knowledge to this situation now, though. You need to use it. Maybe you were given some knowledge by a fire sign. The number 33 could be relevant. 6 could be relevant. 26 and 23 could be relevant. Right, let's do this Two of Cups. Soulmate relationship. Yeah, that's about the truth. Something you thought you could get a lot of material spiritual prosperity in. That's like the Six of Wands. That's recognition and reward as well. Could have something to do with your heart chakra, to do with love, to do with opening up your heart, maybe. Yeah. Some of you may have felt a lot of heartache and sadness in the solar plexus chakra. Maybe you need to heal your solar plexus. Yeah, you need to, maybe you're feeling quite emotionally withdrawn at this time, and maybe that's about some wisdom. Somebody's coming into some wisdom, some light's being shone on a situation, and maybe you need to stand your ground in a situation as well. But triumph and success is going to come in. That's the truth as well. So the truth is coming into a situation. Yeah, Leo moon could be relevant. And someone's messed with your engine, but we're trying to cause a fire. So somebody could be trying to cause a fire. You need to be careful. I did see someone burn down to a cinder in the beginning. potions and spells could be relevant. Somebody could be conjuring up some potions and spells, and that could be to do with the underworld. I see that as like an archway, like a monastery archway. So what happens in the full moon? 3 women are involved in that situation as well. Could even be related. Could be over somebody's grief. It is but a mere glimpse of nothingness hidden away deep within the chambers of your mourning. In the red clovers, birthing lost illusion. Something you're mourning about. Something you're tied to as well. She's tied up. It's like going up towards the heavens. Grief. 20 could be relevant. Could be a date. Could be a... Yeah. And then we got Frog. 17. That's about a transformation in the situation. All this is on your mind as well. It's on your conscious mind, Gemini. Something could be happening, say you have a transformation in a situation. Maybe that's got something to do with somebody's tree of life. Maybe somebody did some magic on somebody's tree of life. Maybe somebody wanted to change somebody's DNA almost. Yeah, it could be a lot of gossips around this situation. Could be to do with somebody's abundance as well. Somebody needs to find peace and balance because someone's becoming a burden. Oh. Yeah, and somebody also needs to make a sacrifice. The light could be relevant. That's healing. That's a star card. And that could be on your foundation and your achievements, yeah. It's going to be a disruption in this situation. You need to use your intuition, Gemini, so you can make a positive move forward. And then we've got a card of Leo. That's using your power. Somebody could be suffering in silence at this time. And that could be over someone's material harvest. Yeah, you need to... Maybe you've been rejoicing in celebration over that. Over a firm foundation. Or building a firm foundation that's relevant. Oh, what's that one? Somebody could be haunted as well at this time. The breaking of the floor beneath your naked feet. The creaking of the walls as the cold kisses flesh. You're never really alone when the company of hauntings within the bay. Somebody could be feeling like they're haunted. 21 could be relevant. Yeah, tantric journey. The frequency of the tantric journey helps us to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom that intrinsically hold about how to reach a state of wholeness and completion through our sensual experiences with ourselves and another. Could be on a tantric journey, Gemini. Yeah. Someone knows about some hidden money, but they're scared to say. A foul mouth. This person's talking shit with people you know. Karma is very sweet, man. Heavy dark candle magic going on. Who's that peeping in the window? Money, money, money. May, doing a runner. That could be a male friend could be involved. And there's a lot of hidden fuck buddies in the situation. The letter C. Moving on swiftly. F. Aquarius moon. And how done with these people for real. And they've been in your house when you're not there. Divination, a boy, never, never. And people really need to grow up. We're adults now. Bad bitch antics. And you look way too good to be fucking that. Telling everyone you're a hoe and a slag. And these people have plans together on you. Multiple stab wounds. Right, let's do this death card. Use these. Oh, there we go. About the Wheel of Fortune. It's about your destiny. There needs to be a death to something because of your destiny. So the Wheel of Fortune can move forward. Something could be making you feel very sad at this time. It's in your heart as well. It's going to cause you heartache. But maybe it's to bring you luck. Or maybe it's something you felt lucky in. It's about... Yeah, it could be about your recognition as well, Gemini. You could be getting recognised for something. And that could be over your positive moves and choices and decisions you've made or that you are going to have to make. Yeah. Temptations that you have, that's a devil card as well. Temptations could be coming your way because you may need to choose wisely at this time. Maybe your choices at this time are very relevant. It could be about moving on. It could also be about destiny. Yeah, someone's lying on you. They're judging you on their own lies. then we've got the Knight of Wands. That's player energy. That's someone jumping from one person to another, being a player in a situation. Yeah. That could be over your recognition and reward as well. Could be over somebody going around offering their cup of loves. Could be to do with a lot of drinking or something. Could be to do with a cancer. Somebody could be moving away from a situation. Somebody was being very generous. Could be 3 people involved in that situation. Third party situation. Maybe cups of love. Maybe you're going to get a message about a pregnancy as well. 7 of Pentacles. That's looking at what you've harvested, what you've grown in a situation. Oh. Yeah, the Tower's coming down there. You're going to be enlightened to a situation as well. In your heart, you might know that's coming. You know. You may be aware of that anyway. Nature spirits, go out in nature. You need to listen to what you're being told, signs you're being given, Gemini. Use your instinct. Could be involving a healer. Maybe you need to see a healer. Maybe you need to heal yourself. Could also be to do with your third eye. Could also be to do with the moon, the full moon, and synergy. Yeah, the frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of the not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. So things are going to happen, so new reality can be, so something new can come in. And that could have something to do with your strength, your abundance. Could also have to do with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, as I see it there. You could sit in a circle with these people. Could also be to do with an air sign. Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Male could be relevant. Yeah, something maybe needs to be cleared out of the way. Something's becoming very repetitive. Something's becoming argumentative as well. Could be arguing over this time. Let's have a look at this wild card. Why's Gemini got the wild card? Somebody could be having sex with somebody to take their money. You need to learn your birth chart. You're gifted. Yeah, Taurus energy could be, that's money. And while you knew an ending was coming, but not this one. Sagittarius could be relevant. This person cares nonetheless. They're a mofo. Homeless people. The letter E. Scorpio ascendant. November. D. It's ending mofo and something standard. Somebody could be messing with your electrics at this time. And somebody could be going skint. They could be becoming penniless. Right. These are cycles that are ending. Could be ending with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Could also be the mother. No, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Someone's very emotional. Someone's guarding their love as well. Could also involve a Leo. Something about happiness. The Sun cards. Someone's being illuminated as well. Maybe these cycles that need to end are being illuminated. Maybe it's something you wouldn't make a decision on. A choice between two. And that could be a family situation. Yeah, something where the wheel of fortune's turning. Someone's got totally entwined. Lots of snakes and lots of things that are all can't get out of, and somebody could be looking at that situation. That could be something you've left out in the cold as well. Someone left you out in the cold. 2 5s, that's change as well. Somebody could feel like somebody's thrown all their love away. Yeah, that could be something very spiritual, high level of commitment. I see the devil in that card there, so that could be relevant. Another 5, Gemini, that's being in your head about a situation. It could be something where you've tried to manifest something, make somebody small. He's making someone small. That could be relevant. Could be a Virgo, could be an Aries. Another 5, as you're going through major changes. Something's happening in your life that's changing. It's you know, something also you could be very emotional about. You could feel like you've got piranhas all around your feet. You're enlightened to a situation. You know these things are coming in. Could be to do with a hermit. Someone could be watching you through a bridge. But the hermit's card of Virgo as well. Someone's shining a light in a situation. The situation's being made clear. Already has been made clear. Could be a rebirth, yeah. There's death in all that awakens. For it isn't blissful nor painful. Painless, it's mighty rising, yeah. The veil's being lifted on a situation. It quite possibly your eyes have become the fog in which you dwell. A half-swallowed glimpse of all that you truly are or can be. that the tears you bleed are ready for the storms to turn the skies inward. The veil's being lifted in a situation. Something's being shown. Somebody's candle may get blown out. Yeah, ancestors could be relevant. Your ancestors could be watching while you sleep, Gemini. They hiss and quiver so deep, only roots of your soil can lift the nakedness hidden within the vows made in silence. And an ancient chill walking upon the spine. You could be getting chills up your spine at this time. I just got one then. Could involve your ancestors, could also involve your root chakra. That's your family, that's your roots, that's your ancestors actually, Gemini. Yeah, they could be around you at this time. The red flower of life stimulates passion and supports our senses of security on the physical plane, both in our bodies as well as the physical world. And a miracle could be going on. The frequency of miracle supports our belief in ourselves as part of Source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. Dynamic could be relevant. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origins and frequencies. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease and grace and great joy. Yeah. Could become an Uranus, which is the awakeners, Aquarius, vibration, technology. Things could be going on online. Someone spends more time watching you getting on with their own life. An ex-family member's been going behind your back, and a Leo sun could be relevant. Somebody could be a mind manipulator. Another woman, your sister, a cousin, a friend could be involved. Libra moon. Someone's dirty and they even wash it. And blood was going to drown you. Bitch, please. Release all things that aren't good for you. You need to move differently. Anything you put back on me, I put back on you, Gemini. And foreign lands, witch doctor could be relevant. Someone's very karmic. Someone's knowingly spreading an STD. Aleister Crowley, dark magic could be going on. Or has gone on. And your ex is involved in this somewhere. Yeah, your ex is involved in the situation somewhere. Taurus moon could be relevant. Second house, which is Taurus, which is money, which is resources, security, material matters, self-worth, soulmate with lots of soul ties. Fake profiles could be going on. Pisces sun, Virgo moon, untrustworthy, totally. Same old, you know. And the tower moment has happened so you can see more clearly, so you can move on. A narcissist could be relevant. Fire, which is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. What's been for the best thing for your mental health recently? Money laundering. And a Capricorn could be involved, and a Cancer. And yep, they're talking shit again about you because they need life. And this person turns tricks in their spare time, moonlighting. Yeah. Leo, 5th house, and question, if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. Libra ascendant, overseas is relevant in this situation, Gemini. Right, the last one is the player card. Somebody being a player. This is your outcome, Gemini. Someone in your life's being a player. Or it's got something to do with a player or a Sagittarius. Yeah, the devil could also be relevant. Somebody could be watching you through some trees. Could be to do with juggling as well, in a situation where judgment needs to be made or has been made. That could be something that you've been drowning in your emotions over, and that could have been about a new beginning in love that was had. Yeah, something to do with your family as well, or yeah, to do with your family, to do with your home. Could be about a journey you're about to go on. Could be about your daughters of our mothers, walkers of the unknown. Take with you on this journey all that you own. Could also be about a web that you've weaved, Gemini. That maybe you've weaved a web and you're waiting for, like the spider weaves a web and then he waits for his prey to come to him. Could also be to do with candle magic. Sprit your breath into its velvet, recite along its spine, and all that you desire, all that which will unravel. So things are being unraveled. Things that have been done as well are being unravelled. Throat chakra, you're going to have to talk soon as well, Gemini, or someone's going to talk. The blue flower of life supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. Gemini rules, Mercury is Gemini's ruler there, and that is about talking, communication. Then we've got remembrance, 38 could be relevant. The frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through as a soul in a body, providing us with valuable information and tools to grow, to flow gracefully with and in this lifetime. Could be remembering things at this time from the past, maybe. Things that have happened, things that have gone. Could be about your silence as well, Gemini. You need to talk though. The sweet embrace in the nothingness, the stillness brings the presence of self fully embodied. It's to do with your roots, to do with being grounded. It's to do with things that you're rooted to, family. Groundedness, stuff that keeps you grounded, to do with, you know, your home, your roots. You're becoming aware though. You need to have patience in this situation and hope in the situation. Sun card, someone's going to come out of that sun. Discontent and bored at this time, Gemini, but you're being shown your shadow side. You've got fake harmony at this moment as well. You've got fake love. Something's not real in a love situation. And your shadow is showing you your other side. So whether you get shown dark or light, it doesn't really matter which one you're on. You need to see the other. It's your shadow, dark soul of the night. Could be to do with romantic love as well. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of the conscious lover. It's to do with love, it's to do with romance, to do with the past, to do with your passion in life, yeah. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity and moves us from chaos to calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. And we'll get one more, Gemini, and then I'm going to leave it here. And we've got Merkaba. The Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our access to the Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experience into our present to serve our highest purpose. So I'm going to leave it there. Or I might get one more of these before we go. And it'll be that one. Your intuition. You're getting told all the answers you need at this time, Gemini. You hold the answers. You know the truths. Ancient ones await behind the doors of the mind. Your intuition's talking to you. And you know the truth. Anyway, Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. Lots of love and light. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.